Are you ready for stuffing to shine at your Thanksgiving this year? Stuffing from scratch. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles with Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we are taking your stuffing to the next level because we're making it from scratch. I'm doing everything. We're talking stock. We're gonna cut the veggies. We're gonna make our own crouton breadcrumbs kind of thing. Don't worry, there's ways to skip those steps if needed to speed it up, but at the end of the day, you get this deliciousness that is far better than what's coming out of that box. Let's get cooking. Let's get upgrading your stuffing. Super easy to do, no need to stress. And honestly, it's just so much better. Let's just be real. I search for bread that's on sale, aka bread that's been either made in store or nicer breads that are on their like last legs. These were all 50% off, so I got 3 different loaves. We're gonna blend it together. One's like a rosemary, one's a multi-grain, and then like a roasted garlic. Delicious. Go French, go sourdough, whatever you want to do. Mix and match. Have fun with it. It's super easy. The biggest thing is we want these to dry out and get stale so they can soak up all of that deliciousness and give you that like custardy feel with crunchy bits on top. To help with that, start now in advance, weeks in advance to get it. You can always freeze the bread after it's gotten stale and everything. We have, so here we go. I'm gonna have one big bowl that we're gonna leave it in, and we're going to go ahead and just cut these to size. And I like pre-sliced bread because it does half the cutting for you. We're just gonna cut this into cubes. Size is whatever you want. You can have some bigger, some smaller. My suggestion is don't have them perfect. You want some random textures. You want some bigger pieces, some smaller pieces. Everyone thinks of stuffing as just kind of mush. And you know what? Box stuffing will give that to you often. Multigrain. I get some seasoning there, adding a little texture. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. We're gonna go ahead and take this like roasted garlic. I think that's this one. I don't know. We'll taste it and find out. There we go. Let's see how quickly we can just run the knife through. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whoop. Oh, this is the rosemary. Oh, that's real garlic. Oh, rosemary. Yes. These are some great finds. And again, 50% off each one. Buy them when you're wanting to use them as bread, and then just like pull some off to the side. There we go. A little rosemary action. All right. Delicious and divine. Couple things that are going to make our stuffing way better than the box or any of those kinds of things. We are going to use fresh herbs. What about my fresh herbs in with this so that the flavors can start melding out and hanging out all together? So we've got some sage, some thyme, got some tarragon because I just had it laying around. Whatever turkey, beef, whatever other thing you're cooking, whatever your main is, use the herbs to match that. You don't have to go classic. You can do whatever. But we can make a delicious Asian version of this. All right, we're just gonna run my knife through. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. We just want these nicely chopped up. Take all those herbs and we're just gonna sprinkle them all over the bread. Now, we're also gonna layer in some other flavors. I got a little parsley that I pre-chopped for that turkey video. I'll throw that in there, and then got some garlic. We're gonna give this a nice little toss here. Oh yes. Get everyone acquainted with each other. Oh, it all smells so good. Now, we're just gonna let this hang out. Lid off, let them kind of start to get stale. Out here in Utah, it's going to take a little longer than, say, Florida. You can do this in a day. Utah, this could take a couple days if you're going to let it out. Oregon, use the oven, toast it ever so gently so that it can be ready to soak up all of our slurry. Next aspect of our stuffing that makes it just so much better than the box and all those kinds of things is the fresh veggies that are going to go in it. We're going to do a mirepoix base inside of it. It's going to give it a nice texture. It's going to give it flavor. It's going to add a little extra moisture in a different direction. It is going to be worth it. So we got 2 stalks of celery, and I'm saving all these. We're making stock, and we are going to just give this a nice chop. I want these more finely diced because I don't want giant bites of celery. I just want ever so little, ooh, celery crunch, ooh, carrot crunch, ooh, onion. Okay, so we're gonna split those and then just run the knife through. There we go. Okay, you twisted my arm, you talked me into it. We need 3 stalks. There we go. Now we're gonna do a handful of carrots, equal parts. However much celery you put in is how much carrots you wanna put in. Mirepoix, simple ratios. Now, I had baby carrots, so that's what I'm using. If you have whole carrots, do it to it. We're just gonna run our knife through them. I want small little textural pops of delicious flavor, and I'm gonna cut them in a similar size as to our celery. Beautiful. Look at that. About a cup and a half of celery and carrots. Gonna go in this. That means we need a cup and a half, or I'm just gonna use 1 onion, and we're gonna call it good. All right, top, bottom. Onions can disappear better than our carrots and whatnot, so I am going to not be as stressed about getting these like perfectly small. And then this second half, I'm gonna do a little bit bigger. There we go. Here's our mirepoix. We will sweat these down to start our roux. All right, let's go check on that stock that I started making in the turkey video that we're finishing now. All right, we are looking good. We'll let this simmer. Everything's gonna be happy and good. All right, we're gonna add our scraps because more flavor, obviously. You know, get it all into the water. Just looking to bring this to a nice simmer. We don't want to boil, just a simmer. That's our stock. After it's been cooking overnight, it's reduced a whole bunch. I think it's gonna taste delicious. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. You get all that mirepoix, you get that depth from the turkey. This was a win. A way to know that you have great stock is if you're like, I just need a little salt and I have a beautiful broth, means you got a good stock. Breadcrumbs. I left them out overnight. Did a little toasting here and there. Like I made toast, and so I just threw it in the oven and let them dry in that heat a little bit. But these are what we're wanting. Stale, hard. These are ready to soak up all that deliciousness. This is about 8 cups of cubed bread for our stuffing. So we're gonna strain off our stock and make sure that we have a good ratio. Generally speaking, I like to have about a cup of stock for every 2 cups of bread. So, and then we can go from there. We'll strain into this and then we'll measure it out. Got a nice fine mesh strainer to catch any of that stuff. Oh, there it goes. All right, now let's get to measuring. All right, so this is a 4-cup measuring vessel. And ideally, for 8 cups, we're gonna want 4. And we have that and a little more. So I'm just gonna say we use it all. And that's gonna be delicious. Now that we've got our stock, let's get making our slurry. All right, so we got our pan here. Nice medium heat. I have some of my leftover herb butter. So I'm just gonna use that again, adding flavor. Do you need herb butter? No, you don't. Just a little bit of butter is gonna be just fine. About a tablespoon or so. We are going to make a roux. Again, if you don't want to make a roux, cornstarch slurry will do just fine. You just want to do a little bit to help bind all this stuff up. Now, while that's melting, we got our mirepoix base, right? All those carrots and onions and everything that we sliced and diced. Let's start cooking that. I'm going to turn this up to like a more medium high heat. We just want to lightly cook these. We want to salt this, okay? So a little salt here. Oh, mirepoix looks so delicious. Look how beautiful it's looking. We're not looking for color, but if you do get color on it, it's fine. It's gonna add an extra flavor, but I'm not looking to get color. I really just want these to sweat and to start to soften. You don't want to be feeling like you're biting into necessarily full raw carrots, celery, and onion. You do want them to bring some texture to the stuffing, right? They're starting to release some of their liquids, which I'm loving. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of flour. I'm not looking for a really thick slurry or sauce kind of a deal. All you really do for a stuffing is you just kind of thicken up your stock with a little bit of a roux or cornstarch slurry. It gives you a little bit of thickness, a little bit of texture, but we can do better. We can actually enter into the custard world. This is in my opinion, this is a secret ingredient. This is where we kind of take it into the realm of a custard, rather than just doing a slurry situation where it's a roux or cornstarch and you get a thicker sauce. We're gonna add cream, we're gonna add an egg to it, just to kind of ump it up, you know? I am gonna do a cup of cream, and I'm gonna do 1 egg. Just kidding. Let's do 2 eggs. There we go. And we're gonna give this a nice whisk. We're not looking to incorporate air into it, so it's not like we need a big whisk. We just want them completely mixed together. For the ratio, we got 2 cups of breadcrumbs to 1 cup of stock to then a half a cup. I think half a cup or so of cream, and then an egg. The egg's gonna give it a little bit of rise. It's gonna do all sorts of fun things. All right. So turn my heat down. We're gonna go ahead and add our stock. Whoop. There we go. Let that start to thicken up. All right, we're starting to get a good simmer on our stock. So we're gonna go ahead and temper our cream and eggs. So this is warm. It's nice and warm. Just came off the stove just a moment ago. This is hot. So we're going to bring this up to kind of a temperature, then we'll mix them together, and then we'll pour them into here and get it all mixed in, okay? So just a little at a time. We don't want our eggs to cook. We don't want them to scramble. We're just going to do a little bit at a time. Come on, there we go. Just a little bit. Get it all incorporated. There we go. And now, this is a little warm, looking good. Now we got a nice little boil happening here. We're gonna give this a mix. We're gonna give this a stir. We're just gonna stir this in ever so slowly. We did add a bunch of fat and those eggs to this, so we are gonna add some more salt. So just know that we're gonna need it. Okay, some black pepper. It should taste like a very delicious and light creamy chicken noodle soup or turkey noodle soup. That's the kind of flavor profile for this that we're looking for. It needs a little more salt. By a little, I mean a whole lot. Here we go. Consistency is looking good. Oh man, there it is. That is tasting phenomenal. All right, now for the fun part. We are just gonna pour this directly into our breadcrumb. What? All of it, all of that deliciousness. All right, and then we're just gonna give this a nice mix. I know, it looks real soupy right now. I promise everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna let this kind of hang out, let that bread soak in all of those delicious flavors and all that liquid. Let's grab one of these carrots just to see. Perfect. It's just starting to feel cooked, which is perfect because then we're going to bake this in the oven and it's going to get cooked there. Oh yeah, let's try one of these crouton things. Team, we're making some good stuffing right here. Oh yeah, look at this. See how much it's just thickened up? Oh, it's beautiful. There's still a little bit of liquid down here on the bottom, and that's okay. It's going to cook into things. Everything's going to be fine. Sheet tray. We want something that has a good wall, but it's thin. We want a good surface area to get lots of crunchy bits. So our crunchy bit to creamy, rich deliciousness bit is at a good ratio. If we put it in a deep 9x13 pan, you're not going to be able to have that great ratio. So we're going to hit this with oil, a little spray. You can do parchment paper. I like to do oil and or butter or something, because it's also going to give you a nice crunchy bottom. Oven temperature, I have mine set to 350. Whatever you're cooking everything else at, minus like a 450 or whatever. 450 is just going to go really fast. But 350, 375, any of that numbers, 400 will be just fine. Cooking times will obviously vary, but it'll be okay. It's okay to kind of press it. You want it really nice and firmly in there. Remember, we have a little bit of egg in here, so there'll be a little bit of a rise. It's not gonna overflow or do anything crazy. And then the other thing is, like, it's okay if there's got like little things jutting out here and there. Those are gonna be those extra little crispy bits. Oh, it is so good. All right, let's get this in the oven. I have it set to 350. I'm gonna do 15 minutes at first just to check it. My guess is more like 30 minutes for this kind of scenario. All right, we've been in for about 20 minutes and it's looking good. I want it crispier though, so we're gonna go a little longer. let's go ahead and, let's give it a little tasty taste. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna up it to 375 and do it for 10 minutes. Really looking to crisp up that top. All right, I got a little impatient, so I cranked it up to like 425. It's been there for about 15 minutes, and I think it's very heavy, which is great because look how beautiful that looks. All right, let's get to eating. All right, look how beautiful that is looking. Now, a little parsley over the top. Give this a try. Love to burn my mouth apart. Feel that steam. Okay, we got some nice little crunchy bits, but then it's like soft. Oh man. Whew. It's hot, but so good. Okay, one more bite. Oh man. Oh, hot. Oh, so good. We're just gonna kind of scoop at it. Oh yeah. Throw it in. Worth the pain. Woo! A little green. That looks beautiful. Let's get ourselves a nice little scoop here on the plate. So good. I got a little gravy from the turkey roulade video. Here we go. Just a little drizzle. Nothing crazy. And again, it's so moist and delicious. Like you don't need the gravy for that moisture, but it's gonna add a beautiful flavor to it though. Oh yeah. Oh, this gravy's delicious. Over here, there we go. And that is our stuffing. Beautiful little plate, a great dish. All right, now our full review time. Let's have some fun with this. Okay, we're just gonna dive right in. So good. Now, this feels like a lot of work, and I understand that. We did a lot of steps. You can bypass a lot of those steps and still have it turn out delicious. Don't have to make your own stock. Use a bone broth, use a stock from a carton, watch the sodium levels on it just because it can get salty. You got to pay attention to those kinds of things. But store-bought stock will be just as good. Don't want to cut all these veggies? That's all right. You can buy the pre-done mirepoix, dump that in. It's going to be great. They do bags of bread cubed up, ready to go, starting to get stale for you. So you can buy all of those things and then still make it from basically scratch and have it taste way better than the box. And I know this is like, you want me to do this all on the day of? You're crazy. No, I don't want you to do this the day of. The day of should be about relaxing and eating really good food, not massive amounts of cooking. There's always going to be cooking because someone's got to do it. The veggies in there, that crunch of the celery, the bite of the carrot in there. Oh, the textures are so good. But I digress. This is perfect to make a couple days ahead of time. Thursday's Thanksgiving. Make this on Monday. Let it hang out in the fridge, nicely wrapped. Bake it off day of. Heat it the day before. Cook it. Do this whole thing where you cook it, and then just reheat this the next day. Because of the moisture, because of all the things that we've added to it, it's going to turn out delicious. Put it under the broiler to crisp the top up again, and it's going to be phenomenal. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It doesn't have to be that hard to make things either from scratch, slightly from scratch, and so much better. I'm telling you, this is going to be the side of the year for you. So, all the herbs, so good. It's rich and luxurious because it's more that bread pudding kind of vibe rather than just mushy bread. If you let this sit for a while, will help give you that more custard-like feeling. It is just so good. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments, are you gonna make your stock from scratch this year or are you gonna use store-bought stock? There's no wrong answer. I just wanna know. Like, subscribe, do all those fun things, and we'll see you next time.